Chris Paradis with us. Thanks for being here, Chris.
Hey, thanks a lot.
He's from ChrisParadisFULL Valley Outdoor Association, and he is the Funmeister himself. Is that correct?
Well, I'm known. In my Rotary Club. I'm known as a Funmeister, and I've been trying to do a couple things different with CVOA and just being part of it. I'm kind of new. Been with a couple years now with the group, but I also belong with the Maine Outdoor Adventure Club.
Yep.
And so when I've kind of been more active up here, I joined CVOA because it's kind of a similar model and that stuff.
Sure.
And it's great to get outdoors and enjoy outdoors here. Yeah.
Now, there's some. You had your big dinner last night.
Yep. Big annual social dinner at the community center in Stratton. Probably had 75, 80 people. We had Delta Nights, it's a great blues band.
Oh yeah.
That was really, we had a great time, great potluck. Everybody, participates. It's a really enjoyable time for the group and stuff, and everybody danced up a storm. So it's tough getting up this morning a little bit, but that's part of being here and getting on the mountain. So.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Hey, all of your social events seem to have an element of food in them, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's just part of being up here. I hear Steve Pierre, so the great things they do with the Special Olympics and everything. Another potluck supper, community dinner. So yeah, it's definitely a part of what we do.
Tell us about some of the activities that you have coming up for ChrisParadisFULL Valley Outdoor Association.
Yeah, if you're a member of the association, we have a lot of great things coming up, especially in February. I started actually this thing called Show and Go Ski. When I joined the association, I mentioned, is there, when people have no one to ski with, is there, some mechanism to meet and greet and ski? And they said no, and I was kind of surprised because we have over 500 members approximately. So every Sunday at 9 o'clock, members can join. And it's just show and go, very simple, no RSVP. You just show up at the flagpoles above the rental center. And actually this year, the mountain put a sign up saying we meet there. And simply whoever wants to ski together can ski together and have some camaraderie, et cetera. So that's a great thing to do. Also, coming up on February 7th, a group of the CVOAs are going to Maribel, France. They're going to ski, and that's part of the thing that the association does. Some members organize trips out west, or also going to Maribel, France in this case. On February 15th, we have something called the Ski and Stew, and that's at the Outdoor Center. And what that does is people just get together, we ski out. Actually, at the warming hut, they usually have appetizers, and they come back and kind of have a potluck supper again. So those are a few things coming up in February. Also, we do a lot of things in the summer. So whether it's biking on the coast, kayaking. A great event we have coming up this summer in June is we're doing a Quebec bike tour, staying in the city, and at the current time we have almost 30 rooms booked.
Wow, so you got a lot of people.
Yeah, we have a great turnout for that, and that should be a great time in Quebec City. It's always great to go to Quebec. I think a lot of people don't take advantage of, we have a foreign country just north of us.
It's not that far.
Yeah, it's really not that far, and it's really great to go there and visit.
Yeah, that's great. And you've got a lot of response there for that. So the organization is open to anyone that loves the outdoors or loves social activities, right?
Yeah, anybody that loves the outdoors and social activities. It's it's very, very, very inexpensive to join the club. It's just part of, I think, being up here in the the ChrisParadisFULL Valley and in the High Peaks area, as we say.
Yeah.
That it's great to be a member there because more and more as the mountain is, I find it changing a little bit more to be definitely year round.
Right.
I mean, the new mountain bike trails are great up here. I'm a mountain biker. Paddling here in Canada, whether you're going, up to Lake Almere or Lake Megantic or the Mount Gosford area, whatever, there's a lot of great stuff to do up here. So by being part of the association, and you get to do those outdoor things. And the other thing is, it's member driven. So if you want to do something, then you can, organize it and put it out there. Whether you want to bike, at Acadia or do a Baxter trip, etc. So it always works out really well to do that.
Yeah, and kayaking in the summer, it's like, where do I choose? It's not where do I choose, it's where do I choose? There's just so many places, and I'm sure members do share some great spots.
Yeah, there's there's some great stuff over, of course, in Rangeley, Range of Lakes, but in little ponds around here and stuff, or your chain of ponds, just exploring. I think it's great to just find those little off-beaten ones. Everybody kind of knows the big lakes, etc., and the Flagstaff, etc. But I think it's really good that you can explore all these little ponds, and you always get a small group to do that. And of course, you always pack a lunch, so you have that food concept thing going on as well too. So yeah,
and a very close knit group. Everyone is very positive, and it's just a great environment. Now you also have some other activities, and you have a shooting range.
Yeah, and I'm not really involved in the shooting range, but it's a great aspect of having it. Sure. There's a lot of members that are a part of it that I know of. Empirically, you hear of what's going on. I think people really like it. I think as you see that it's really becoming more popular. it's kind of interesting. I know the shooting ranges in the state are very busy. Kind of surprised no one's come up with a gun club like in Portland or something like that, where, you know, because it's just been very popular, the idea of shooting, target shoots, and just being familiar with that.
Sure.
But yeah, there's quite a few members who are involved in that, and they always have great turnouts for that as well.
Yeah, I understand it's a small fee for that, obviously, to maintain that. But the membership itself, back to that, I think it's $35 to join.
Yeah, I think it's $35. Yeah. There's a family and individual, right, but it's very, very reasonable. I mean, for the cost, you know, pennies a day to be a member, and, you know, you get access to, you know, if you're not comfortable in organizing things, there's, you know, when people post a trip, it's, you know, you can jump on the trip and go on the trip.
Right.
But, you know, if you're comfortable, that you can also talk to people about saying, well, you know, can I find someone to co-lead or co-help put together a trip or whatever, you know, whether, you know, biking, kayaking, could be anything, you know, going to the huts. Yep. I've done some stuff where you can, you know, ski to the hut, or, you know, hike to the hut and then come back in the dark, you know, do like, so people get a little more comfortable, like a moonlight event or something like that. So you have a lot of opportunities to do great things, I think, if you love the outdoors. Yeah.
And they have a great website too. cvoutdoors.com is the website where you can get more information on this great organization. We got Chris Parady from the Carrabass Valley Outdoor Association with us this morning, and been talking about year-round events that they participate and you can participate in. Now, we're talking about the main high peaks and the naming of the highway. You won the contest.
Yeah, I won the contest. I have a place up here in Stratton, and I'm also I work with Central Maine Community College, and I'm an old marketing guy from my past life with Phillips Lighting, and I said, oh, there's an opportunity, you know, a marketing opportunity to name the peaks and the new road. And you know, it was really, I thought about it for a while because, you know, it goes from Kingfield all the way to Corbin Gore, so, you know, there's a lot of difference in terrain and, you know, in communities, and so it's hard to try to put it as one thing. But so, you know, came up with definitely, you know, the High Peak Scenic Byway, and it stuck. So you know, and I got a call and saying, hey, you won the contest, and so it's kind of interesting that, you know, that the road between Kingfield and now in Corbin Gore is, you know, been named by me. So it's kind of interesting. It's a fun thing to know.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, Carrabass Valley Outdoor Association is the name of the organization. They have events that go on all year round. Everyone is welcome, and they do some great things, and we appreciate you being on here this
thanks.
morning.
I really
Chris,
appreciate it.
We'd love to have you again sometime, and we appreciate your enthusiasm, and congratulations on the naming.
Yeah, thank you very much. And everybody, you know, as I say to Greg early, carve diem, ski a lot every day, and get out there.
That's it.
Thanks a lot.